Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Man stands ready. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team back.
What up? Oh, this is insane. I even played ads too. 1 minute at least. And why's my fucking channel arriving until the end of the month? That's
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
all right. You ready? I can lead. Hello and welcome back one more time to the International 2019 CIS Close Qualifiers. My name is Nomad. Joining me is Mo Farah as we get into Na'Vi versus Team Empire in this best of one. And we're starting things out with a Rubik and a Sven picked up from Na'Vi. Meanwhile, Team Empire have gone for the Omni Knight and the Slug. Very interesting opening from Team Empire.
Rubik gets picked. Guardian, Heavenly Grace. But yeah, I like this Slark picking. Really good. Really deal with him very. There's loads of stuff. I'm wondering whether or as a it's more like,
10 seconds remaining.
but you know we have been seeing tends to be when
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the perk. But you got the Slark now as well, so already two purges picked up on the team. So yeah, Na'Vi are actually the ones who ban out the Battle Radix. There's certainly no chance of them wanting to pick it up. Doesn't really feel like a Zayat's hero, but he tends to play more of these kind of. Mind you, he plays very active heroes, and you can play the Rubik actively, I guess, if you want to. But yeah, it still feels. Yeah, it's happening a lot. He hasn't really played it much with Na'Vi, but he does put it out occasionally, and nobody wants to be on the receiving end of a good techies player. It does not. True.
Dire team pick.
Double Storm. Yep, feels pretty good. Double Fade Bolt's actually really nice as well. Unfortunately, the reduced damage doesn't stack, but you know the extra damage jumps, jumping around all over the place. It's not bad.
10
Exactly.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Pick.
Yeah, really nice little Slark. It means that he can go for this, if he wants to, he can go Midas into Diffusal. And the biggest problem with that build is the fact that you have to constantly ferry yourself out these clarities so you can continue to farm efficiently with the Dark Pact. Chris Maiden does make that just a little bit easier.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and he really likes the speed as well, especially with his new attack speed from level 1. It means that you don't really have to worry too much. Yeah, I like that Shadow Blade's no longer a thing on Slark that much. Like, it does give him a lot, but it's just not enough to warrant it, and it puts you in a really dangerous position where, you know, when you think about it, if you get sight, then what is Shadow Blade? Like, if there's vision, what is Shadow Blade? It's a bad, very expensive stat item, and that's about it.
10 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team.
What? Why have they picked Brood here? They picked Brood into Sven Rubik Grimstroke. And Nightstalker, who does really well versus Brood because he can just follow her through the webs. Why?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, but they can Na'Vi can pick whatever they want into it as well. So. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sold.
Team pick. Seconds remaining.
I feel like Centaur would be really nice for them.
5 seconds remaining.
True, that is Blizzy's Bay hero. Yeah, it's Blizzy's second hero. I don't know what his third hero is, but I guess Nightstalker is it. I played Doom once, it was awful. Blizzy 2019. it looks like it is. Yeah, so that's the Omni in the off lane. It is. Unless it's Lion mid, off lane Brood.
10 seconds
Yeah,
remaining.
It's like a giant chalkboard with all the lines and cardboard cutouts and newspaper clippings. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we've seen a little bit from both recently, so hard to tell. It's a really awkward situation, I think. But still, they have this final pick to make it happen. That's true. That's a nice. But he doesn't like the AoE silence though, because you use that dark pack and you're like, hooray! I've purged off all the silence. Oh no, I haven't. Yeah, well, especially now. I mean, TA is tier 1 pick, so.
You may now select your heroes.
Nice. Feels like a pretty good Timber pick. Doesn't like playing against the Slark too much, though. That's worth noting. Can't Timber chain. Oh my god, look at this goddamn lion. What the hell has happened to this hero? Can we stop giving this hero immortals? Like, that doesn't even look like a thing right now. It's just a collection of mess. It's so bad. Jesus Christ, leave lion alone. This is why I'm against animal testing. Yeah, literally, we've been pressured and like we've been trying to take breaks and they've been like, guys, get in the lobby, go. Jesus, guy, we haven't had a break. We started casting at 11. It's just all right. Yeah, against animal testing, you know, lion. Look at the poor guy. He's just a mess. He's just an absolute mess. Yeah. Yeah, and I had technical issues starting it up as well, so I didn't even have breakfast. So your boy Nomad, I've just been trying to like cram in whatever's in my fridge, just scraping whatever filters at the bottom of my fridge off with a spoon and eating up in between games. I'm starving. I'm gonna open a GoFundMe. Yeah, Malteser dropped on the floor, and that was my mid-game snack. Anyway, let's get into this game. I mean, Na'Vi, they've got both teams actually pulling out some kind of questionable picks. You know, this first phase Omni we haven't seen before, the Brood into the Night Stalker, Grimstroke, Sven, Rubik, all with great wave clear and fantastic ways to try to hunt down the Brood. And now the Timbersaw to lane up against the Brood at mid, trying to counter that as much as possible, a magical Timbersaw. But you know, it's going to be an interesting one. Both teams with, I think, quite a lot to win or lose from this game. Let's just have a quick look. So we got Na'Vi, who are currently second in group 4 and 2, and Team Empire, they are really close to elimination, 3 and 3 right now. Gambit and Omega are both 3 and 3 as well, actually. I think this is not updated. Oh, it is updated. Okay, so Gambit 3 and 3 as well. So yeah, everything on the line here. And I think Na'Vi are in a slightly better spot. Empire really needs to pull off the victory, but it's not out of the question. If Na'Vi lose this game, they could still make it to playoffs, right? A 4 and 2 would make them 4 and 3. Winstrike's also 4 and 3. If Gambit and Omega and Empire all win, they'll go 4 and 3. Goodness gracious, we could have some pretty chaotic tiebreakers coming on as Crystallize leads the charge, trying to see if there's a dream to be had, but his dreams will elude him, much like my dreams to be a good caster elude me. Yeah, he's having a bit of a freebie, but thankfully the Grimstroke won't be really joining up with him for a while.
The battle begins.
There's got to be more than that, right? Where is his money? It's a mystery. So he's given 1 tango to Night Stalker, 2 tangos to Timbersaw. That's 90 of his gold found, but still, he should have a lot more than this. Maybe he sold something. Maybe he did a silly. That's got to be my guess. Jumping onto King R right now, and with this stun with the Inkswell, they should be able to take down King R quite easily. Goodbye, sir. That will be your first blood. So Neko will grab it. Nice, thank you for that. So, Dream going to be trying to get the best he can out of this bottom lane. And starting things off with the Essence Shift. As we've seen so much, it used to be kind of toss-up between Essence Shift and sometimes Dark Pact, sometimes Pulse, but since they changed his attack speed, now Slark goes to the Essence Shift every single time. So it's way too useful to not go for it. Oh yeah. This may have even been a pre-patch Essence Shift game. The rare thing indeed. Oh right, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Timber destroys his brood at every level, but yeah, she can farm, he can't, so that's always a bit of an advantage. The Storm Effect, who I should name that after. Crystallize, yeah, okay here. Gonna heal himself up. Yep, a little bit of a rundown from Maiden. He's pretty scary on this Omni. It's not quite enough to control him up. Oh, did you see that? That was so sad. So King R put the sentry down here, and he couldn't see the enemy sentry ward, so he ran around the back to try and find it. Guessed it completely right, but in that time, Grimstroke came over and ate his sentry with the tango. He's got completely wrecked. Poor guy. But it's okay here. We didn't do any predictions, but I think Na'Vi are in a really good position to take this game. Steadily him alive. Better farm potential, good burst potential, I believe. Indeed, indeed. Man eat fish, Sven man, Sven win. There you go, King R. Good job, he gets it this time. They tipped before, so... Kodos just has, he's got like a legion of spiders in this like jungle area here, which he just keeps leaving on standby, like, Squadron 1, move out, get the range creep, so he doesn't feed too many to magical. Look at him go. Go Spider Squad. Oh, they didn't get it. They failed in their mission. They've returned to base empty-handed. Tragic. They didn't finish their mission. We'll get him next time, boys. Yeah, it's tricky. He's under a lot of pressure here, okay? It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, he will. Oh, someone has their banner as the international Aegis. That's ambitious. Might not get the real one, but we got this one, boys.
Dire's middle tower.
Not to win TI. Wow. Way to throw it on. To be fair, I'm a huge fan of new Na'Vi. Like, I love Zayats as a player. I thought he played amazingly for Vega. Yeah, oh, sorry, man. Sorry, I'll take this one. I'll take this one, Zayats. I'm sorry, dude. That was on me. Anyway, as I was saying, I really like Zayats. I thought he was the best player on Vega, and yeah, as well, Kips won me over to the Zayats fan club as well. She's always been advocating for that guy, and yeah, I think he's an incredibly good strategical player, and I think he's going to go very, very far. Whether this roster is going to go really far remains to be seen, but I think honestly they've got a lot of potential still. Oh, don't. My heart. Oh. For both, dude. For both. They got into a best of 5 with Gambit for the major and ended up losing after being like 1 game away from victory. And then they lost to Gambit as well in the lower bracket qualifiers. Didn't get either of the slots from the major. It was so harsh. Yeah, it was a sad story all the way around. But, you know, Na'Vi, well, not new since then, but still a better squad than we've seen previously throughout the year, I would say. And hopefully they can find some results here as they're jumping forward onto King R. Do they have the damage to bring him down, though? Empire, they might be losing their line right now. Yes, they will. Crystallize finds a hit. Maiden, he needs to be careful as well. He was trying to save his homie, but might find himself some difficulty. But he's got the 6 with stick charges. He's going to be okay, make his way over to the shrine, and get himself healthy again. Meanwhile, Kodos dares poke the Timbersaw in the middle lane. Magical, happy just sit under the tower here and basically just live through everything. Look at this. Look at so many creeps. Tower. He doesn't care. Magical's just tanking it all. Purges suck, dude. He can't use it on himself to stop the Inkswell coming in, so clearly it's a terrible move. Ooh, nice slice hit in the middle lane. I thought Kodos was going to steal that, but he actually has much less damage than Magical. Bottom lane, but he's gonna be in some trouble. There's some rotations coming in. The Sark is on top of him, but realizing now that he needs to get out. Magical is here, and this means you need to leave, guys. King Art on the way out. Oh. This is a very underwhelming rotation. I was like, Tim's, he's going to come in, he's going to engage, and no. He just wanders on over. Doesn't last long though, as Magical rotates back towards mid and just cleans up all of his creeps. He's not interested in losing his tower this early on. He's got this huge advantage in the middle lane, and it's very much on board for keeping it that way. But as you said, you know, Kodos, he's got himself a Midas. He's not interested in the lane. He's just going to be farming up and trying to get himself a bunch of gold, and will be doing so, to be honest. I don't think he's going to stay behind the Timbersaw for very long. So even though the Timbersaw basically denies the Brood from having a lane, takes his tower, you're right, just runs into the jungle, gets some Midas, and it's going to come bouncing back. He does. Sayu, she is going to get absolutely mince-meated here. Like, tenderized by Blizzy. Do you tenderize your meat, by the way? Oh, okay. Do you want? I've got like a meat tenderizer at my house, but obviously I'm a vegetarian, which is left over from the last people here. So, if you want a meat tenderizer, I can give it to you next time you come over. No, they didn't say anything actually. They said their words were completely clear, and there's literally like cutlery and cups, and you know, I was like, oh cool. I have to buy that stuff. Nice. There's a blender as well, which I actually use quite a lot. I use it to make guacamole. It's great. I'll make you guacamole next time. Spirit Vessel, Spirit Vessel Builder. I mean, you can actually, yeah. Omni, Brood. They could, but... no, I see where you're coming from. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Maiden coming into this lane, throws in the Heavenly Grace, but Magical is just unleashing onto him immediately. Oh, the Fortify! What a glyph. Magical. There's a reason he didn't level up Timber Chain, it's because, well, there we go, he lands that one. Maiden could be in some real trouble. Meanwhile, it's down to the bottom lane, but we've got our eyes on the Omni Knight up here. So Nako's coming in as well. They've got the silence off. He does manage to just about get the Heavenly Grace on, so that's not going to last very long, but he can just throw it straight back out again. But doesn't matter, Magical finishes them off with the Timber Chain all the same. That's an easy clean. It does feel that way, doesn't it? Is Brood finished? Okay, Brood's got the Diffusal Blade in 700 gold, so that'll be something they can use to deal with the Timber. Until then, yeah, he's happy to sit on this high ground right now. Look at this. Look how many creeps they have. Do they have creep clear? Yeah, they're coming in. All right, everybody's rotating around now. They want to punish this, and they are getting into him pretty deep here. Gets a Timber Chain up north. Another finger will finish him off as well. King R gates the kill. Another look towards Taneko as well. Oh, Blizzy coming over, but leaving just as quickly here. Empire. Yeah, let's just go high ground now. Meanwhile, Sayu, he's going to die inside his base, I think. Oh, he goes to TP and there's like, wait a minute. Oh no, it's daytime. Oh, well, it does mean the slot moves the pounce, but that doesn't really matter. Hell yeah. That's pretty dreamy. Oh, I didn't want to see this Omni Knight die again, I'll be honest. Yeah, no, I didn't want to see that. It just becomes abuse at this stage. Kodos and Magical having a thrilling fight in the middle lane. Even with this defusal, Kodos still doesn't want to hit the Timbersaw. He's just like, oh, well, whatever. I think so as well. Yeah. Oh, hi Zayats. There's a sentry here. Oh, he doesn't get. He's got the money. He just got so much money from that. He's like, yeah, whatever. Finish me. I say that. The Spiderlings barely give anything now. It's a lot of numbers though. I like the numbers. Dream. Efficiency attained. 12 minutes, coming up on minute 13. 7 and 6. It's a 1k gold advantage for Na'Vi as it currently stands, but I mean, if you look at farming potential, late game potential, just the whole power spikes which we see coming, I think we're very much looking towards Empire right now. What can Na'Vi do to push this advantage right now? There's a lot of minuses. Sven, he needs to find a way to come online early enough so that he can play with this Timbersaw's timings, because if you just don't like let Timbersaw use the advantage he's had early on, honestly it's disappearing already. You're gonna find yourself in a very awkward situation. Oh, Magical could be in some trouble again here. He's trying to get the Timber Chain away. The root comes out. There's a lot of heroes coming over Kodos. He's got the Diffusal Blade to slow him down. Magical on the run, but now she gets to work. But she's not really doing anything to him. Even with a Diffusal Blade, it's just not enough. Zayas on the back lines now with the heal as well. Stolen, powering into Maiden. Chasing him down. They're jumping forwards. Looking for something. No one actually died yet in this to and fro, push and forward, push and pull. And Na'Vi just gets straight back to hitting the tower. They're just going to get what they came for. Don't get to finish it off. Oh, I wasn't watching. Did Zayas kill them all again? Yeah, nice one. Green sees Seneko here. Seneko turns around with a quick silence, and now with the Inkswell, but he kills off the Phantom's Embrace and manages to jump himself away. Yep. Drop your items on the floor. Reminds me of one time actually when you talk about panicking. I was on a date and I was driving and I needed to do a U-turn for some, no, a 3-point turn for some reason. And you know, I'm a decent driver and got halfway through the 3-point turn and then just ended up pressing the wrong thing. Someone was coming down the road at the same time. Then I stalled and then to turn my engine back on, I accidentally turned my window wipers on instead. And I was just sitting there like sweating in the middle of starting. Oh, so dominated. Magical brings him down. That's a kill which Na'Vi needed to kick this game into a gear because things were slowing down, but now they can get this tempo back and start to maybe look for some towers.
Is under attack. Radiant's bottom is falling. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Great option. So just me, or does the golden chakram look way worse than the regular chakram on this new Timbersaw Immortal? It looks way worse, the golden chakram, than it does. You know, the regular one's like blue, which is very different, but the golden one looks the same as the regular chakram, I find. I don't know. Golden! You're Dota fans. You're a simple bunch, aren't you? Mind you, I'm pretending. We're a simple bunch, aren't we? No, I hate Dota. I just passed it for money. I'm in this game for the money. It's over now, so it wasn't forever, was it? He's got it, he's got it, he's got it, he's got it. Go on, my man. There we go. Easy obs, easy life, easy money.
Middle tower is under attack.
Again, this game just slowing down so much, and whilst I appreciate that Sven is farming, you're against a team with 2 Midases. I think that you need to be making something happen here, and they didn't. Midas the sensible king pretend not to be triggered. I think so.
Слышь, и он,
В этом и проблема, что обычно ты в 说他这盘的整体经有点。
So the other stream are like a full, like they're in the lobby for the next game now. Like they're almost 2 games ahead of us. Yeah, the other stream, they're like 2 games ahead. Madness. I guess they'll probably be resolving the qualifier, the tiebreakers over there, man. True, true. Oh, okay. That's not on the schedule. Oh no, I'm looking at our schedule. That makes sense. Oh, action! Blizzy, he's running in, but he's immediately being slowed down by the defusal blade. They're just holding them back, but in comes the sword bind, holding back the slug. But no, they lift him out of it. That means the slug's able to get away, but they still get the kill on King on. Now they're going forward, looking for more. Blizzy giving chase. The timber chain as well. They found Sayo in the trees. They've got the void to cancel out that TP as well, so Sayo will be run down. He's going to get dropped, and that is going to be 2 big kills for Na'Vi. Just the supports, but still, it opens up Roshan, and that is immediately what they're looking towards next. Yeah, Dream, that's a bit ambitious. They can't bloody do this. And Dream's like, where's Roshan? I just came in the pit. He's not here anymore. Oh, there he is. Hey, bud. Magical, just gonna throw in a couple of chakrams or 2. Got to be a little bit careful. He doesn't get his mana taken away by that diffusal blade too much. Meanwhile, Kodos waiting in the trees, having a little sneak around, seeing what there is to see. Shan still on about half HP, but regenning relatively quickly here. I don't think anybody's gonna get this. That is a Nomad prediction. No one is gonna take Roche. How many teams it is? It's just 1 team from each region for the regional qualifiers, isn't it? Because of the DPC, yeah. Man, that's so crazy. It does. It makes them very tense. And if they could get it, that's going to be such a big upset. Because, like, all of these teams, you know, there's been such heavy... Oh, bye. Oh, okay. Koda's going for the turnaround. It's a bad day to be a support, it seems, as both of them get dropped. Taneko needs to run himself away. Yes, Soulbind to keep him still. Leash up that spider. Stop him chasing for more. Is the double stun going to cut? Oh, no, actually comes in just a little bit too late for the double stun to take effect. Rumo still being run down. She's moving into the trees now, but they've got great vision to try and cack her down here. Blizzy needs to chase. They need to go lower. They find it. The lift comes out. The damage, is it enough? Kodos, yep, finally gets run down. The spider has been squashed. Na'Vi make their way over. But what do? They can't really do Roshan. I guess they've got God Strength again now if they really want to. 60 seconds without the spider. Roshan is dropping pretty quickly indeed. No brood, no chance for Empire to prevent this from happening. They don't want to try and go for a steal. They don't want to throw this game away for the sakes of an Aegis. So that is going to be magical with a second life, as if he wasn't tanky enough with 1. So this is a tricky game with all these Midases around. Just making sure everybody's being efficient. It's tempting, isn't it? Yeah, they're going to go for it. Hex comes out. Slugs on top of him as well, holding back on the pounce, which I like a lot. And now that Logical is here, he realizes he needs to clear himself out. But unfortunately, it won't be so lucky for King R, who has been left behind. And they immediately turn around. They face the Slug. They go for both here. And that's like flying silence. There's no way he can get out of it. Oh, yes, they can. He can with a BKB. The ultimate TP away. Nothing to cancel that. He is out of here. But Maiden, well, he's on the run. He's got himself a purification. Maiden trying to get out of here. The Omni being chased. He's got the Guardian Angel. Doesn't really want to use it for this. He's just going to get run down as well. Na'Vi feeling the momentum right now. Feeling that snowball gathering around them as they run towards mid. Dream holding back. There's not much he can do. He used the BKB entirely defensively. That's your 10-second duration gone. Needs to be really careful he doesn't get picked up. Ooh, Zayat. He knew if he caught him there, that could have been disastrous. Yeah, but he's dragging them away from any objectives they might want to take. But to be honest, going high ground doesn't really seem like an option for Na'Vi anyway right now, so... Hope Blizzy's not an arachnophobe, because Wow. This Talisman of Evasion is doing him a lot of work, though. He's just not scared of the spiders with it.
Dire structures are fortified.
Empire, they have rinsed the blood out of their shirts and they are looking to go again as the jump comes in on Snako, just holding back, doesn't want to get caught inside the next one. They're actually going to use the Soulbind. Sayo doesn't want to come forwards and let it connect to anything, but they might not have a choice. They want to try and help out that Slark here. They certainly will. Now Crystallize pops a BKB, pops a God Strength. Oh my god, King R nearly drops, but now Crystallize needs to get himself back. Kodos is chasing, the Yours comes out onto him, trying to hold him back. Snako grabs the bounty rune on the way, on the retreat. Zayat's gets left behind though. That is going to be a Rubik, so at least Empire gets something, but still not that much. But all the heroes gathered down here, and all they managed to find is Zayat. I don't think Na'Vi will be totally crushed about how this one has gone for them. And down goes the tier 2. Oh, look at him go, dude. Running down this lane. Really? They're going high ground just because Zayat is dead? Alright, Glyph and back. You know, Magical's had 14 of his attributes lost to the Slark, and Slark's just going forward for more now, but in comes the disarm, in comes the damage as well. You can't purge that disarm, don't forget. Now the double stun coming out as well, holding them both still. They want to go for Maiden here, but the GA, it's pretty big. It's going to force Na'Vi back for the time being, along with the ultimate from the Crystal Maiden, forcing them back with the freeze field. Meanwhile, Kodo's going in deep, going to find the kill onto Blizz. He wraps around the back now. Dream trying to fight up on the front line as well. Got that ultimate. Crystallize looking for more. He's got the BKB. He stuns up 2. He rips apart 1. He's looking to Maiden as well, but now he realizes he has to come back. His team, they're getting hammered without him here. Crystallize still fighting on the front lines right now. The Slark is doing so much work. Magical comes flying through. Crystallize still trying to fight it up, but he is going to die. Can they kill the Slark as well? No, he pounces to safety. Slark is going to live. Na'Vi lose 2. They lose 3. And now they might even lose more as Kodo's fighting up into Snako here. Dream coming up from the high ground, jumping down onto the Grimstroke, and with the Dark Pact, gonna finish the job. Timbersaw up onto the high ground. He's the last one left alive, and they're coming in for him as well. Magical, no. There's nothing he can do. He's left behind. He's got no team. He's got no life. Empire, they take 5 heroes, and they lose only a lion. Only a lion. Okay. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's not lasting too long, is it? It's going down pretty quickly. They do have this Heaven's Halberd, which they can maybe get in and just... Yeah, go on. Use it. Use it. Yeah, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Halberd not used, and he's just losing his health. He's just running at him right now. He's getting more and more. 45, keeping that agility up and running. Keeping the tank full. They're trying to play around with Kodos maybe, but there's no one they can find. And Empire, they're taking barracks. How did this happen? It just flipped on its head. Na'Vi looked to be in a great position for most of this game. We said there was a danger of them falling behind, but not like this. So suddenly, the Slark just flies out of control. Fantastic game so far. Yeah. That first BKB from Slark was so underwhelming. I was just like, all right, well, it's not looking like the Slark's got enough to really be able to contest this game. Like, this is looking like it's going to be Na'Vi cruising to a smooth victory, but Dream comes back in, and, you know, we were saying before, Na'Vi can't really afford to lose this one. If they win this, it's great. They're up. They're, you know, going through the next round. Everything's going to be chill. If they don't... Yeah, indeed. It is a possibility, somehow. Yeah. I've got things to do this evening, so... surely 5-man, if 5 people have the same score, then you can't just say like, oh well, you know, we'll have 2 of them play each other and 2 of them play each other, and the 2 that lose go home. Yeah, you're saying that they wouldn't play all the games in a round robin again. Great observer onto the high ground. It's going to give them great vision. Lion just ripped apart. They look towards the Crystal Maiden as well. The supports, they've been destroyed. Crystallize finds them, but no, doesn't find the last bit of damage onto the East Crystal Maiden. She gets herself out. But the Slug's dropping low. He manages to pop off the ulti though. Could keep himself alive for a little bit longer. Now she's chasing down Crystallize. He's healing up. He's getting purified as well. But in comes Magical, trying to rip through the backlines of the fight. Great stun. But is it enough? I don't think it is. They're surrounding the Sven. They're bringing him down. 2 heroes dead with buyback. But still, Empire punishing any aggressive move which Na'Vi makes on this map right now. Their Slark is just so strong. They couldn't find the kills. So much save as well. The Omni Knight is doing so much in these engagements, keeping the Crystal Maiden alive, who can then go ahead and try to help keep the Slark alive. So much from Empire, which they're doing right.
Radiant's middle tower.
The towers are falling. A second lane of barracks might be on the cards if the Sven doesn't buy back, but he does have it, and I think he will use it this time. But without God's strength, it feels horrible. He's going to have it when he respawns as well. They're actually backing away, Empire. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So that's basically a best of. It's a round robin with 5 teams in it, right? Like, that's essentially another tournament bracket. Very cool.
That? Yeah.
31 minutes in, 16-16 on the kills, by the way. That's nice and even, but 10k gold advantage for Empire. Of course, they found their kills in the later stages of the game, which make them much more valuable, and of course have map control and all that good stuff as well. You look at CS, kind of a good indicator of how much map control each team have had, and it's been pretty even throughout, to be honest, because Na'Vi had it earlier on, and Empire had it in the later stages of the game. King R, go. Dream will grab it. Na'Vi have scanned this, but they are going to be a very, very long way off trying to stop this Roshan, I think. Although they actually smoke. The Spider goes up. I'm just trying to take to the high ground right now to disturb them, make it last as long as possible. Roshan still going down if he just stayed in and hit the Roshan, but they get it all the same. Aegis in the hands of Slark, and now the fight takes out. But they don't want this. Na'Vi, they have to try and fight, but they don't want to fight into an Aegis. They've just gained, and they don't get the 4 stab up onto the high ground. The Omni Knight survives. And they look towards the Slark as well, but Slarky's got a double damage. He got an Aegis. This isn't a target, and Seneko finds out the hard way. Now they look forwards for more. Magical moving off to the left, but they want the Sven. Crystallize turning around. You got to be careful, but now they freeze him up and bring him down. Shatter the ice statue as they TP away on the Timbersaw. No buyback on the Sven. Na'Vi very close to losing this game right now. Zayat did manage to steal Freezing Field, which is going to be kind of okay with Arcane Supremacy, but you need more than kind of okay to come back into this one. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Magical. Oh god, he's getting beaten down. They've got the Spirit Vessel on him. They've got the damage, but the disarm on Slark going to make it there. No, never mind. He is gone. He gets his curry spiced, and they're going in deep for more. Blizzy, the next one in trouble, but the buybacks are coming in to force back Empire. You focus on your buildings. You're not taking the victory just yet, boys. But it's not far off. 30 seconds till Sven's back. He will have another God Strength when he's back. Same with the Grimstroke. He's going to be back in 15 seconds. We'll have Soulbind, but it's not the most important spell in this game. Not by a long shot. And in goes Dream, going in deep. They still want to try and fight whilst the Sven is gone, but the disarm's doing a lot of work to just stop this Slark from getting these cheeky pickoffs. It is insane. And the middle barracks go down. Another lane of barracks taken by Team Empire. They will Dark Pact and get themselves away. Goodness gracious. What a surgical game from Team Empire so far. They've just seen their timings and they are exercising them pretty damn well.
They still have the Aegis for them. So I'm going to be really happy with how... Not going for much longer. The way the things are at the moment. This Night Stalker's felt really underwhelming ever since. Slark's just farmed enough that the Night Stalker can't really do anything to him anymore.
Look at Dream. He's like, I'm going for runes and I'm going to find Blizzy as well. Can't quite close the gap. Blizzy, of course, does see him here. He's got that nighttime vision. Yeah. Oh, but closing the gap then comes out Disarm. King R's jumping in as well. I'm not too sure about this one, King R. Hold the phone, guys. There's a lot of heroes coming in and Slark can't get away. A double hex coming out. The damage, they're focusing up the Slark. They're going to be able to take him down once. King R just annihilates in front of this, but Na'Vi back themselves away. They're happy with the Aegis. They've managed to level the playing field a little bit here as the Fadebot going to blink around from all of these little spiderlings here. Zip, 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 zip.
This Slark is...
Don't fat shame. Please don't fat shame.
Sells the Midas and gets a butterfly. Fat shaming, he's chunk.
Disclaimer. Wow. They're setting up. Zayat's looking like the lone defender right now, sitting on the front lines of its tower. Magical. It's weird, isn't it? Magical had such a good start to this game, but was just been feeling very, very useless in the mid game as Slark's just stealing all of his attributes and once again eating through him. Right now, jumping back in. Dream, he just wants to be hitting this Timbersaw as much as he can, getting all these attributes coming off right now. Crystallize jumping in. They've actually been able to kill Maiden. This could be a pretty good pickoff. Let's see if Slark, he's kind of considering continue fighting. Omni-Knight buys back, TPing to the Shrine. It's going to be a while before he's in this one, but it's Crystallize, he's getting low, he's gone. Buybacks into this one, but he doesn't have the God Strength for another 19 seconds, and they're just going in so deep onto the Timbersaw with the Crypt. Whose is that? The Bloodthorn. Slark doesn't care. 43, 44, 45 attribute shift. He's just getting absolutely massive. They turn this one around. They've got the Stroke of Fate. They've got the Soulbind. Can they bring him down? Blizzy's trying to fight him. The stun comes out. The double stun. In fact, they bring down the Slark and they're going for the Brood as well. They get her. The two cores. They get Green. Oh, it's a little bit late though, Maiden. It's a little bit late. Now they're slowing down. This guy's walked back as well. They actually find this and might even be able to take some objectives back. They got to chase a long way though, but Blizzy, it is nighttime. It is my time. He's chasing him down. The Void comes out. Crystallize on top of him as well. Great stun from King R to hold them off for the time being, but it's not going to stop them forever. They're still going to keep on running. King R with the Hex, blinking himself away. This might finally spell the end of Na'Vi's chase. So they don't get anything more than that, but still the 2 cores is a very big prize indeed. What can Na'Vi do at this time, though? I mean, Roche isn't going to be out for a while. There's no objectives on the map for them to take. They can't really go for racks. I think it's just a defense, and that's about it.
Pretty well played by... Yeah, after the buyback. CM almost has Blink BKB. She has it now.
Quick pause from Dream. Yeah. Admin's just like, no pausing.
Building.
It's typical, isn't it, though? Na'Vi looking like they're going to come back maybe into this one. What do you think the chances are? If they come back, this will be the biggest comeback today, which usually isn't much said, but in a game where we've had 3 games which are around an hour long, that'll be kind of huge.
It would, but... to where it needs to be. Especially when the Bloodthorn's so much damage to Slark, who's attacked.
I gotta say, you know, Zayat's my favorite player. He's been very underwhelming. He hasn't really been finding the game impact. You know, there's been a couple of decent-ish steals, you know, Purification. I noticed that the Sven had Heavenly Grace on him at one stage as well.
Hex and the stun from Light.
Yeah, the double Hex is okay, but yeah.
Huge amount he can do. Side of Na'Vi, but they've got nothing to really play around. kind of like 3 individual cores that both do a decent. Like, with like a big cooldown that makes a Dark Ascension is okay, but big massive team. Two minutes. A little bit just to wait for that. Very surprised. Slark's about to pick up, but oh, he's got... really difficult to bring down now. But Sven's not going to be hitting on a third of his attack. That was the only real way you were dealing with the Slark to begin.
Yeah, you now got to have him in the position where he's attacking somebody else, which, to be honest, is kind of what you want to be doing to Slark anyway. Mind you, now the armor is calculated on the cleave hit rather than on the hero you hit. It's not really much of a big deal. It'll make a difference.
Wait for this high ground push come.
But still, if you do cleave somebody else, you will always be hitting, regardless of whether you have an MKB or not. You can't evade cleave hits.
And let's also talk about this Sayo Blink BKB freezing field CM.
Yes, yeah.
It's not just the Slark you have to worry about anymore. They have no BKB.
Oh, she didn't go for the level 20 talent though.
I mean, the freezing field damage is nice, but it's not.
I don't know, when you got the Blink BKB, I feel like you go for it. But
yeah.
Move.
Pick up 4 bounty. It's like they might really actually just be waiting for the run. Surprising for me, but it is the safe play. Maybe they just want to wait for the Slark buyback as well, in case they decide to die.
Well, he's got it. There's a Slark buyback back online, and a butterfly purchased. And what did Navi were able to do in that time? Not much. They've inched slowly, slugging their way towards the AC on Sven. That doesn't really feel that like it's going to be that game-changing for them this game.
It's a pretty long roche spawn, by the way. It was about, I think it was 2 minutes 50. To wait a little while here. The pit, make sure Navi don't come.
Weirdly,
pushing in.
I kind of feel like AC is the wrong choice this game for many reasons. Mostly because it kind of hampers your, it's a really expensive item. And it's best, you get most value out of it in long team fights, and I don't think that's what Navi want right now. I know that's what's happening and not much they can do about it, but you need to be playing by how you want the fights to go, and if they can make these fights over very quickly by just blowing up the Slark, then that would be the best situation for them.
What does he build instead? Because he needs attack speed. Was he going to build a butterfly? Maybe, but...
Desolator Sven sounds garbage, I know, but... True. Yeah.
Minus armor on the 8. He's about to hit level 25 though. Burst damage.
Yep. Probably get the strength, I would hope. Stormhammer stun duration is nice, but especially when you've got the cooldown, it's really nice, but same time, you're against the Slark, he can purge it. You're against an Omni Knight, he can purge it, and your main issue is that the Slark is sitting on you.
Main issue is they don't...
Yeah. It's a bad issue to have when you're Sven on your team.
Balloons in the back.
Yeah, they're bored. Yeah, same.
Wonderful.
Should we... Why do you... What the...
I'm helping you out, man. We're a team.
Anyway, smoke up. Oh, Navi. I don't think this is. Oh, okay. Yep, Roche back up. They see it with this line illusion. I'm gonna be straight in here. Navi, they got 0 away. Their map is dark.
The Slark Axe, great thing.
Oh, the AOE, Shadow Dance. Yeah, worst Ags in the game, except maybe Lycans.
No, definitely not the worst. Okay, Omni takes the Ag.
But completely sensible, yeah.
But sensible. AOE, like, Brood and the Omni. Hey,
just take buildings.
Freezing field CM.
Oh, shit.
Dude.
Are we getting real now? Well, she doesn't need help anyway. She's got a BKB. Like, even Sven's not going to be able to kill her.
And like, you get the, what is it, 20
Well, how much armor is it? Oh, it was just static? Oh, yeah, it is. Bonus armor 20. I feel like it's a shame. I'd love to see like 100 armor CM.
20, 50, 8.
Yeah, that sounds like the best scaling. Just immune to physical damage. Why not? I love the dance she does, but imagine if she just froze herself solid inside the freezing field and made her immune to physical damage. That is sick. Dream blinking up onto the high ground. He's ready to go. He's got a double damage rune. They ping him out. You know what's going on? Okay. That's a dark portrait.
Well, that's gone.
Yeah, and it doesn't have his essence shift, so there's really no reason to do that whatsoever. They do silence him up. He's just gonna break that. Oh no, it's actually going back to him because of the He's got an as well. It really is Ag City up here.
Slark's going in.
It really is. The double in of Rax. Chasing back Kodos.
Just wait out for the Dark Ascension. There's no reason to go. Creeps push bot. Are they just going to get...
What emotive language, by the way. Night Stalker smothers the sun and summons instant darkness. Jeez, the creative writers really went to town on that one, didn't they? Smothers the sun.
Get a little tongue.
That could be my new warm-up for casting.
Yeah.
Summons the sun and summons its darkness. Summons the sun and summons its darkness.
Slark.
Yes, yeah. This is a great thing about this Heaven's Harbor. You either go in with ultimate, which just makes you so vulnerable, or you just accept that you're not getting the kill. In they go, jumping in deep. Magical is going to be the first target. The Soulbind comes out. Magical just taking the front line with the Lotus Orb as well. Oh my god. Zayat, he disappears under the power of Kodos. And now they turn around and look for Crystallize as well. Crystallize needs to be careful, but he needs to fight. He needs to take the damage here, but the GA comes out. Can they back away in time? Looks like Blizzy might get left behind. The finger comes out. He is dead. Has buyback. It has to use it. This is your final lane of Barracks. Nice Stalker, get back into the game. Where is he? He's not buying back. Do they really think they can hold without him? I don't think they can.
They don't have GA up for a little while here, so Empire might be a little bit more careful. Go for this, right? You at least force the buyback.
Yeah, I think you need to. And there we go. There it comes. All right, now they get out. Empire, will they be caught? Will they make a clean getaway? Well, it doesn't look like there's actually much chasing going on. Look at this sick Dark Ascension. Sorry, Dark Ascension, Dark Portrait.
Creep Spot are going to start pushing the tier forward. The Na'Vi has to deal with this. There's two
great
pulses.
I will be honest, I'm not really feeling the full value of the Zaghanim Scepter. Just putting that one, putting that down there for the Grimstroke. Jump forward, going on to Kodos right now. Kodos trying to be chased, but it's a Slark. He's gone into the backlines. He's gone really deep to try and find Zayat to get that dieback, but it's not quite happening. It lands out on him as well. Meanwhile, Kodos, he goes for the building. Then he gets it. Range Barracks is down, running forwards. The Soulbind comes out, but the BKB is just running forwards and running heroes down. Snako dives back into this one. Meanwhile, it is Timbersaw. He is going to drop. Also has buyback. Gonna come back. The Dark Ascension comes down onto this. Oh, no, never mind. Dark Portrait Brood just disappears, but the Mega Crates have been got. Now Empire wants to try and get away here. Well, they might just try and fight it up. Nope, Kodos on the run. Crystallized with the BKB, but doesn't have God Strength. He's got it in 1 second. If he can get this off, he might actually be able to fight Dream right now, but in goes Sayu with the ultimate. Not really doing much because Na'Vi are just keeping chasing forwards here. They might actually get themselves a kill. They've got the Slark on the edge here and they'll bring him down, but the GG well played is called because the throne is taking too much damage. Na'Vi, they're having some fun, but the game is over and the victory will belong to Team Empire. Na'Vi bring themselves down to the rest of the group here, making their score 3, joining the likes of Windstrike and a few others.